The international pressure on Israel and its military keeps mounting, with Pope Francis using terrorism language to describe the siege of Gaza. News.com has learned what the Pope said, days after the Israeli Defense Forces admitted it mistakenly killed 3 hostages held by Hamas. The Pope focused Sunday, December 17, on a different incident one day earlier, the killing of 2 Christian women by IDF soldiers at a church complex in Gaza. The Latin Patriarchate of Jerusalem reported the mother and daughter were struck by sniper bullets while walking to a convent to use a restroom. Some would say, it is war. It is terrorism, the Pope declared at the Vatican on his 87th birthday. He used similar language Wednesday, November 22. Francis identified the victims as Nahida and Samar Anton. Reuters reported 7 other people were shot and wounded trying to bring other people to safety, while Israeli tank fire damaged the convent. Unarmed civilians are the objects of bombings and shootings, the Pope said. He insisted the Catholic parish complex in Gaza has no terrorists, but families, children, people who are sick or disabled, nuns. The National Catholic Register reports the Pope went on to warn, God stops wars. Breaks bows and breaks spears, using language from the biblical books of Jeremiah and Hosea. He said the majority of Christian families have used the Holy Family Parish for refuge since the Israel-Hamas war began 10 weeks ago. An Israeli Defense Ministry official said the report is under investigation. But Vatican News reported the Israelis initially justified the attack on claims that a rocket launcher was in the parish. The convent is home to over 54 disabled persons, a patriarchate statement said. The Israeli strike left some of them without access to the respirators to survive. The Pope's comments came as new reports emerged about 3 hostages killed by the IDF days earlier. The Los Angeles Times reports the 3 hostages were shot in Gaza City Friday, December 15, even though they waved at least one white flag, a common symbol of surrender. That admission by the IDF was the first of its kind since the war began. A top-level army investigation is underway. USA Today reported a funeral for one of the hostages had no military escort. A tent city of protest has formed outside Israel's defense ministry, demanding the government restart hostage negotiations. That may be happening on a small scale, as Israeli news reports indicate. Mossad Spy Service Director David Barnea met with Mohammed bin Abdulrahman bin Jassim Al Thani, the Prime Minister of Qatar. Hamas statements indicate the group will release no more hostages until the warfare stops. Hamas took more than 240 people hostage when it invaded Israel Saturday, October 7. It's estimated that 129 remain in Hamas hands, after an exchange with Palestinian prisoners in late November. U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin plans to visit Israel in coming days.